Kim Jong-un has been the supreme leader of North Korea since December 2011. Despite frequent media coverage, much about Kim remains shrouded in mystery, largely due to the strict control the North Korean government exerts over information entering and leaving the country. However, we do know some details about his life and rise to power. Early life and family. Kim's early life was spent away from the public eye. Born in the early 1980s to Kim Jong-il and Ko Young-hui, the exact year of his birth remains unconfirmed by the North Korean government, a stark contrast to how his father and grandfather's birthdays are celebrated as national holidays. Initially, Kim lived in Pyongyang, North Korea's capital, with other elites, but his education took place far from home. During his childhood, Kim was sent to Switzerland, where he lived a life of relative luxury compared to ordinary North Koreans. The family resided in Bern, in apartments reportedly bought by the North Korean government for about $4 million. Kim's time in Switzerland was filled with activities that would be unimaginable for the average North Korean. From visiting Disneyland Paris to skiing in the Swiss Alps, Kim enjoyed a childhood steeped in Western culture and privileges. While in Switzerland, he attended the International School of Bern, a private English-language school with annual fees exceeding $20,000. Known to his classmates as Pak-un, he developed a passion for basketball and was often seen wearing Adidas tracksuits and Nike sneakers. Despite these indulgences, his education abroad came to an abrupt end in 2001 when his father summoned him back to North Korea. Back home, Kim Jong-un began attending Kim Il-sung Military University along with his older brother, Kim Jong-chul. Although Kim Jong-il had not publicly named an heir, Kim Jong-un was widely viewed as the successor. This perception was fueled by Kim Jong-il's belief that his eldest son, Kim Jong-nam, was unsuited for leadership due to his perceived liberal inclinations and a failed attempt to visit Tokyo Disneyland, which embarrassed the regime. Consequently, Kim Jong-un was rapidly promoted through the ranks of the political and military elite, despite his lack of substantial military experience. By the time of his father's death in 2011, Kim had been made a 4-star general and held significant positions within the Workers' Party and the military. Rise to power upon his father's death, Kim Jong-un assumed the role of supreme leader, becoming the third generation of his family to lead North Korea. In 2012, it was announced by North Korean media that Kim had married Ri Sol-ju, a former cheerleader and singer. Although little is known about her, it is believed that they have 3 children, whose identities and ages remain undisclosed. In the initial years of his rule, it was speculated that real power lay with his aunt, Kim Kyung-hui, and her husband, Jang Song-thak, who had long been influential figures within the government. However, this dynamic changed dramatically in 2013 when Kim ordered the execution of Jang Song-thak, eliminating his uncle and his inner circle from the power structure. Consolidation of power and nuclear ambitions. Kim's tenure has been marked by aggressive policies, particularly in regard to North Korea's nuclear program. In 2013, he intensified efforts to develop nuclear weapons, conducting more tests in 6 years than his father and grandfather combined. This pursuit of nuclear capabilities has drawn widespread international condemnation, particularly from the United States. Tensions between North Korea and the US escalated notably after the 2017 assassination of Kim Jong-un's half-brother, Kim Jong-nam, at Kuala Lumpur International Airport in Malaysia. South Korean and US officials speculated that Kim Jong-un ordered the assassination to eliminate a potential rival. The incident further fueled global apprehensions about North Korea's leadership and its nuclear ambitions. International relations and summit diplomacy. The relationship between Kim Jong-un and US President Donald Trump was particularly volatile. Trump's administration departed from the strategic patience approach of his predecessors, demanding immediate denuclearization and responding to North Korean provocations with a series of aggressive tweets. Kim in turn responded with his own insults and threats, raising fears of a possible conflict. However, 2018 saw a surprising shift. In March, Kim made a secret trip to Beijing, marking his first known visit outside North Korea since taking power. The following month, he met with South Korean President Moon Jae-in, becoming the first North Korean leader to step into South Korea in 65 years. Later that summer, Kim and Trump held a historic summit in Singapore, the first meeting between a North Korean leader and a sitting U.S. president. Kim described his relationship with Trump as special, signaling a potential thaw in relations. The Singapore summit was a momentous event, offering a rare glimpse into Kim Jong-un's diplomatic strategies and intentions. During the summit, both leaders signed a joint statement that committed to the denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula and the establishment of new U.S.-DPRK relations. However, the vagueness of the statement left many details unresolved, leading to subsequent negotiations that often stalled or backtracked on progress. Despite the initial optimism, follow-up meetings revealed the complexities and deep-seated mistrust between the two nations. The Hanoi summit in February 2019 ended abruptly without an agreement, highlighting the challenges in aligning the U.S. demand for complete denuclearization with North Korea's call for phased sanctions relief. Kim Jong-un's diplomatic engagements during this period underscored his strategic maneuvering to gain international legitimacy while retaining his nuclear arsenal as a bargaining chip. Awards and accolades. Within North Korea, Kim Jong-un has been bestowed with numerous titles and accolades that reflect his status and consolidate his authority. These include titles such as Marshal of the Republic and Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces. These titles, while largely symbolic, play a crucial role in the highly orchestrated political narrative that portrays Kim as the rightful and supreme leader of the nation. The propagation of these titles through state media and official ceremonies reinforces his central position in North Korean society. Economic investments and wealth under Kim Jong-un's leadership. North Korea has seen attempts to modernize its economy, particularly in Pyongyang. There have been significant investments in infrastructure with new high-rise apartments, recreational facilities, and other urban development projects, symbolizing a push towards a more modern and prosperous image of the capital city. These efforts, however, contrast sharply with the widespread poverty and economic challenges faced by the majority of North Koreans. Reports suggest that Kim Jong-un's regime has directed investments into various sectors such as mining and manufacturing. Yet the secretive nature of the North Korean government makes it difficult to accurately assess the extent and success of these ventures. Moreover, economic development in North Korea is severely hampered by international sanctions aimed at curbing the regime's nuclear ambitions. Estimating Kim Jong-un's personal net worth is particularly challenging due to the opaque financial practices of the North Korean state. However, some estimates suggest that he controls a vast fortune, potentially worth billions of dollars. This wealth is believed to stem from a combination of state-controlled enterprises and illicit activities, including arms sales and drug trafficking. These funds are critical for maintaining the loyalty of the elite and sustaining the regime's lavish expenditures. Health concerns and future uncertainties. Concerns about Kim Jong-un's health have periodically surfaced, particularly during his unexplained absences from major public events. In April 2020, speculation about his health intensified when he missed the celebration of his grandfather Kim Il-sung's birthday, a significant event in North Korean culture. Rumors suggested that Kim might have undergone surgery or faced serious health issues, drawing parallels to his father's prolonged absences due to illness. The COVID-19 pandemic has added another layer of complexity to the situation. Despite North Korea's claims of having no confirmed cases, public health experts remain skeptical given the country's limited healthcare infrastructure and the virus's global spread. Kim's absences from public events during the pandemic could be a precautionary measure, but they also contribute to the uncertainty surrounding his health and the future stability of his leadership. Speculation about Kim Jong-un's health raises important questions about the succession and future direction of North Korea. With his children too young to assume power, the potential successors include his sister Kim Yo-jong, who has been increasingly visible in the political arena, and other members of the extended Kim family. Kim Yo-jong's prominent role, however, challenges traditional gender norms in North Korea, adding an element of unpredictability to the succession dynamics. The future of North Korea's leadership and its nuclear arsenal remains a critical issue for regional and global security. The United States has previously offered economic assistance to North Korea in exchange for denuclearization, but the regime's commitment to retaining its nuclear capabilities as a security guarantee complicates any potential agreement. As Kim Jong-un continues to navigate the intricate landscape of international diplomacy and internal power consolidation, the world watches closely for any signs of change in North Korea's stance or leadership. Kim Jong-un's tenure as the supreme leader of North Korea has been marked by a blend of aggressive policies, strategic diplomacy, and efforts to project a modern image of his regime. His leadership continues to influence not only the lives of North Koreans, but also the geopolitical dynamics of the Korean Peninsula and beyond. Understanding the complexities of his rule and the potential future trajectories of North Korea is essential for formulating effective policies and responses to one of the world's most secretive and isolated nations.